So one of the questions, and maybe one of the big questions about Easter is, so why is Easter so important anyway? And I think it's a great question, especially today in an increasingly, maybe we call it a secular society, where people are just less and less religious, less and less inclined to go to church. And so they're starting to ask questions like this, and they're good questions. Why is Easter so important anyway? And certainly one of the answers historically would be, well, it's about life after death. And I'm a big believer in life after death. And I think there's all kinds of hope that Easter gives us about life after death. But I think if you really look at the Easter story, it's important for even more reasons than life after death. I think the Easter story explains to us the pattern of how our lives are lived here and now. The pattern goes something like this. It's a pattern that we see everywhere. Here where we live in Michigan, about this time of the year in the spring, we are just sick and tired of the cold and the dreary and the dark winter. And we want spring. We want green. We want rain. We want flowers. We want fresh smells. We want new life. And it's a pattern. And it's a pattern that happens in all of our lives. There is life, then there is death, and then there is resurrection. It's a simple pattern: life, death, and resurrection. One great teacher said it this way: there is order, there is disorder, and then there is reorder. That's a pattern in all of our lives. Things are going along just fine. Something difficult, terrible happens, disrupts, disturbs us, and then we come out the other side. I put it this way: we have normal life, what I call. You're just going along, doing your thing, a stable life, and then it's disruption. There's death, there's divorce, there's disease, there's some kind of chaos. It just throws your life into the grave, into the abyss. And then you come out the other side, a renewed person, a changed person, a more compassionate, perhaps, person, a more kind person, a new person. This is the pattern of Easter. And it's a pattern that if we see the story beyond just what happened historically, but if we can see how this pattern fits in our everyday life, it can give us a tremendous amount of hope to know this: your life can be going along fine, and then you can have the ultimate disruption and disorder. But there's always hope. You can come back out the other side with hope, with renewal, right? And you can become a brand new person on the other side. That's why Easter is so important.